Ashley. You're from Dentsu Lab.
Yes.
So what is Dentsu Lab?
Great question. Dentsu Lab is our innovation proposition from Dentsu-Netzwerk. We focus on creative research and development with our clients to help them find innovative solutions that could be brand experiences, services, products, but all with a very strong focus on innovation, and innovation that really puts humanity and the human need at the heart of it.
What's your role?
I am head of strategy for Dentsu Lab, so I work on both building up our proposition internally, but also developing innovation strategy and work for our clients and partners.
Florian,
yes.
Also from Dentsu Lab, so what's your role?
So I'm the business director for our practice in EMEA and beyond. Yeah.
And how would you describe the key USP from Dentsu?
I think the USP is that we operate very proactively with clients on problems that are bigger than their marketing calendar sometimes. So we collaborate in between where their R&D department and their marketing department come together and help cross that bridge between the collaboration of what they do innovatively within the company and how they market that externally.
And which role plays creativity in your job or by finding the solutions?
I think massively. I think the way that we look at what Ashley described as innovation is very much viewed as how can we make impact for humans? How does creativity play a role? And creativity plays a huge role because I think recontextualizing how we can use technology, how we can use creativity to solve problems, to do it in a way that you might not initially think of, that is where some of the power lies of innovation, and creativity is an essential part to making that happen.
Ashley, you're from strategy, as you told us. So what's the biggest challenge when it comes to strategy in our times?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think the role of strategy, especially when it comes to doing innovation work, which is a lot of what clients are tasked with right now, is to getting people to think expansively beyond the obvious and beyond what they feel is the immediate need. You know, we hear hundreds of people here talking about AI and the power that AI is going to have for consumers and for businesses, but if we chase the sort of short-term solution just to be fastest, that's never going to have the impact we need. So as a strategist, our job is to always think about, well, put the human need at the front of it, think about the long tail and how we're building the steps towards what's the most impactful solution, not just what the solution is that we think we need to have right now, because the world is sort of telling us that's the way that the world is going.
And where do you think that brands are struggling most?
Yeah, we talk to clients a lot about this, and we have a partner network of global CMOs that we've been speaking to about some of their challenges when it comes to innovation. And one of the biggest challenges we see is that a lot of people know that they need to do more innovation, but they're not allocating maybe more than 10% of their budget towards doing so. So I think it's about taking innovation internally, thinking about it as less of a dirty word that everybody says all the time, and more about how are we building a culture of innovation, practices of innovation, and really investing in building that internally so that we can do innovative work in the outside world as well. So we do a lot of education around innovation, a lot of collaboration with our partners to get that process going to get greater impact in the long run.
How would you describe the culture of Dentsu Lab?
Very fluid, I would say, in any way, because there's a lot of people within the Dentsu Lab teams that have hybrid backgrounds. So maybe someone's a very specialist technical engineer, or someone's an architect. So it's not your typical, I would say, agency environment. There's a lot of collaboration, and we have physical spaces also that are specifically designed to build that culture of trying things out, prototyping, and very quickly testing things that we do in the market and with our consumers. So instead of it being a offering, it's a physical space where people come together, and we have those across the world.
The thing you're most talented in?
Thinking in line with what humans want and need, and being able to anticipate how something will create value for a human, not just for business, but combining those two together. I think that's the biggest talent that we have.
And yours, Ashley?
Well, my biggest talent, I think to get clients thinking outside of the box, getting them to think beyond the brief, getting them to think about a potential that maybe is not obvious to them at the beginning, because that's ultimately where we're going to make the most creatively impactful work at the end.
Many thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good time in Cologne.
Thank
You
you. You too.